There is a credit card so private, most people will never see it. You cannot apply for it. You cannot request it online. You cannot walk into a bank and ask for it. And even if you have millions of dollars, that still might not be enough. This is the JP Morgan Reserve Card. Some people call it the ghost card. Not because it disappears, but because it exists in a world most people will never enter. Reports often connect this card with ultra-wealthy JP Morgan private bank clients, and many sources mention around $10 million in assets under management as a possible benchmark, although JP Morgan does not publicly confirm exact invitation rules. But here is the real mystery. Why would a bank refuse rich people? Why would having millions still not guarantee an invitation? And what does this card reveal about how private banking really works? Let's find out. Most credit cards are built to attract customers. They offer cash back, travel points, welcome bonuses, airport lounges, and premium metal designs. But the JP Morgan Reserve Card is different. It is not trying to attract the public. It is not promoted like a normal product. And it is not designed for ordinary high-income people. This card belongs to the hidden world of private banking, a world where banks do not just look at your income. They look at your assets, your relationship, your influence, your long-term value, and that is why this card is so fascinating. Because the real product is not the card, the real product is access. By the end of this video, you will understand what the JP Morgan Reserve Card is, why money alone is not enough to get invited, how private banks think about wealthy clients, and whether this mysterious card is actually worth the hype. Before we begin, if you enjoy videos about business, wealth, luxury finance, and the hidden systems behind elite money, make sure to subscribe because we upload videos like this every week. But to understand why this card is so exclusive, we first need to understand something most people get wrong. This is not really a credit card story. It is a private banking story. Why does the ghost card exist? Normal banks want millions of customers. Private banks want the right customers. There is a huge difference. A normal credit card company may care about how much you spend each month, but a private bank cares about something much bigger: your investments, your business interests, your estate planning, your family wealth, your future liquidity, and your ability to bring more assets into the bank over time. For an ultra-wealthy client, a credit card is only one small piece of the relationship. The bank may also manage investments, trust, loans, philanthropy, tax planning, and family office services. So the JP Morgan Reserve Card is not just a payment tool, it is a relationship signal. It quietly says, this client is not just rich. This client belongs to JP Morgan's private banking world. That is why the card feels mysterious. There is no public application, no simple checklist, no guaranteed approval, and no easy path for ordinary people. Open loop. But here's where things get even more interesting. If reports say $10 million may be connected to this card, why is $10 million still not enough? Why millions are not enough? Most people think wealth works like a door. Once you reach a certain number, the door opens. But private banking does not work that way. It is not only about how much money you have, it is about where that money is, how it is managed, how long the relationship has existed, and whether the bank sees you as a valuable long-term client. Someone may have a $20 million net worth, but if most of it is in real estate, private businesses, or assets managed by another bank, JP Morgan may not see that person as the right fit. Another person may have less public attention, but if they have a deep relationship with the private bank, large investable assets, and complex financial needs, they may be more attractive to the bank. This is why the card feels so secretive, because the real requirement is not just wealth, it is wealth inside the right relationship. That is what most people miss. What does the card actually offer? The JP Morgan Reserve Card is often compared to the Chase Sapphire Reserve because both are connected to premium travel benefits and the Visa Infinite network. Reported benefits commonly include travel credits, airport lounge access, concierge services, travel protections, and premium rewards categories, while Visa Infinite itself includes high-end travel and purchase benefits depending on the issuer. But honestly, the benefits are not the main reason this card is famous, because many premium cards offer strong travel perks today. Airport lounges are no longer rare. Metal cards are no longer rare. Concierge services are no longer rare. What is rare is the invitation itself. The JP Morgan Reserve Card is valuable because of what it represents. It represents belonging to a private financial circle that most people cannot access. That is why people call it a status symbol. Not because it gives you the best cash back, but because it signals a level of wealth and banking relationship that is extremely uncommon. Think about this. Most people use credit cards to prove they can borrow money. But cards like this are different. They are not about borrowing. They are about identity. They tell the world, I do not need to prove I have money. The bank already knows. And that is a completely different kind of power. JP Morgan Reserve versus Amex Black Card. Whenever people talk about elite credit cards, one comparison always appears. The JP Morgan Reserve card versus the American Express Centurion card. The Amex Centurion, also known as the Black Card, is more famous. It has stronger pop culture recognition. Celebrities mention it, influencers talk about it, but the JP Morgan Reserve card is quieter, less public, less flashy, more private banking focused. That is why some people see it as even more mysterious. The Amex Black Card feels like luxury spending power. The JP Morgan Reserve feels like private wealth access. One is famous, the other is almost invisible. And for many ultra wealthy people, invisible is exactly the point, the biggest myth. The biggest myth about the JP Morgan Reserve card is that it is simply a $10 million credit card. That is not the full story. The better way to understand it is this. It is not a card you buy. It is a card you are selected for. The bank is not only asking, how rich are you? It is asking, are you the kind of client we want to serve at the highest level? That is why it remains so difficult to get. Because the card is not just about spending. It is about trust, relationship, exclusivity, and long-term value to the bank. So let's bring the story together. The JP Morgan Reserve card is one of the most exclusive credit cards in the world. It is invitation only. It is connected to JP Morgan's private banking world. And although many reports mention around $10 million in managed assets as a possible benchmark, the exact requirements are not publicly confirmed. But the biggest lesson is simple. Money alone is not always enough. In the world of private banking, access depends on relationships. A millionaire may want the card, but the bank decides who fits. And that is why this card has become so mysterious. Because it represents something deeper than rewards. It represents private access to one of the most powerful banking ecosystems in the world. So, why will banks never invite most people? Not because they are not successful, not because they do not earn enough, but because cards like the JP Morgan Reserve are not made for the public. They are made for a tiny group of clients whose wealth, assets, and banking relationships place them in a completely different category. That is what makes the Ghost card so powerful. It is not loud, it is not everywhere, and it does not need attention. Because true exclusivity does not advertise itself. It waits for the right people to be invited. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos about business, wealth, investing, luxury finance, and the hidden world of money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.